Number 10, problem children are coming from another world, aren't they? Izayoi Sakamaki, self-described as vulgar, brutal, and hedonistic, and probably wouldn't win any personality contests. In everything else, however, this young psychic would clean house. Having been transported to the world of Little Garden, Izayoi is tasked with restoring prestige to one of Little Garden's fallen communities by competing in high-stake gift battles. Though the deck is stacked against them, Izayoi's presence definitely balances the scales. He has the ability to negate other people's powers, and possesses enough strength to KO gods after all. Justifiably arrogant, Izayoi is a truly fierce competitor, regardless of the game. Number 9, how not to summon a Demon Lord. Going from your basic gamer all the way to Demon Lord of his favourite MMORPG, Diablo has it going pretty well for himself inside his new virtual world. In-game, Diablo is an absurdly powerful character who possesses all of the game's rarest items, and whose level is unrivaled. Nobody holds a candle to him when it comes to combat, but that's not really Diablo's main concern. The real difficulty lies in living up to his reputation as a dark force of unparalleled brutality and savagery, without giving away his true nature as a socially awkward recluse.
Dark Press.
Obliterating high-level enemies and monsters easy. Talking to girls, well, not so much. Number 8, Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered, but overly cautious. When a novice goddess has to pick a human champion to help her save a world in danger, she rightfully selects Seiya, whose stats far surpass any other contender. She hadn't realized at the time, however, that his strength is paired with a prudent and infuriating cautiousness regarding all things dangerous. Seiya refuses to tackle a challenge without being over-leveled and over-prepared. However, this means he absolutely obliterates any and all enemies who he decides to face, often causing more destruction than intended. I mean, who else do you know that would summon meteors to kill a lone slime? Number 7, Misfit at Demon King Academy. What happens if the reincarnation of the world's most powerful demon enrolls in a school that specializes in training demons with a magic system that he practically created? Unsurprisingly, he wastes everyone, students and faculty alike.
Ingar.
Former Demon King Anos Voldigold completely outclasses everyone else at the Demon King Academy, and that's really the entire joke.
外したか。2000年前は鉄板のジョークだったのだが。
Nothing and nobody possesses a threat to Anos, as he wipes the floor with anyone who challenges him, showing off ridiculous abilities like being able to resurrect the dead.
イグルム。
なんだそれは！
初めて見るか？死人をゾンビとして蘇生する魔法だ。
And spin castles on his fingertip. And yet, people still underestimate him. Number 6, the irregular at Magic High School. Everyone knows that standardized testing isn't an accurate gauge of a student's potentials. Magic High School's overpowered hero, Tatsuya Shiba, is a prime example of this, as he's deemed a second course student when being placed in his school's rankings. Tatsuya is so innately powerful that part of the reason for his sister's creation was to use her magic to seal his abilities. Even nerfed, Tatsuya is overpowered, pretty much deserving of a rank all to himself. He's able to predict attacks, use a type of magic that requires no activation, and specializes in various types of magic, while most other students can only use one. All this, and he's gifted in both engineering and martial arts. I mean, just give this kid a diploma already. Number 5, that time I got reincarnated as a slime. After getting axed in the real world, salaryman Satoru gets his ass isekai'd into a fantasy land, now trapped in the body of an unthreatening looking slime creature. However, thanks to his new predator ability, which allows him to gain any creature's physique and skills by devouring them, he starts to become obscenely powerful. Renamed Rimuru Tempest, this guy really has no power ceiling, as he can constantly obtain new abilities. If that weren't enough, Rimuru also has a growing army under his command, whose soldiers can evolve just by being named. Though he's already a force to be reckoned with, we're willing to bet that this slime's just getting started. Number 4, the disastrous life of Psyche K. Being an all-powerful, near-godlike being isn't all that it's cracked up to be. Just ask Psyche, a seemingly average high school student with a list of powers too vast to name.
僕の名前はサイキクス王、超能力者だ。僕の超能力があまりに強すぎるため、僕自身でも完全にコントロールすることは難しい。
Psyche can pretty much do anything with the supernatural gifts, from mind reading to telekinesis to defying and restructuring the very laws of reality.
テレパシー、サイコキネシス、透視、予知、テレポート、千里眼、エトセトラ。大抵のことはできてしまう。
While this all sounds impressive, the wonder of such abilities is lost on Psyche, who finds his gifts more a nuisance than anything else, and often goes to hilarious lengths in order to blend in as a normal high schooler.
自分の体をあらゆる生物に変えることができる僕にとって女体化など朝飯前ならぬスイーツ前だ。
Number 3, Mob Psycho 100. As the old saying goes, don't judge a book by its cover. Kageyama, nicknamed Mob, may be meek, mild-mannered, and unassuming, but he's without a doubt the strongest Esper around. Mob was born with such powerful telekinetic abilities that he simply outclasses anybody. That doesn't stop Mob from being dissatisfied with his life, as being an insanely powerful psychic doesn't help when it comes to making friends or feeling comfortable in his own skin. Mob would rather everybody just ignore his amazing abilities, but throughout the series, he's put in positions where he has no choice but to bring the house down, or city in some cases. Number 2, the 7 Deadly Sins. It may be hard to imagine that someone as easygoing as Meliodas is the son of a demon king and representative of the sin of wrath. That is until you see him go all out. His innate strength is normally enough to knock the average Holy Knight flat, with his dark ancestry allowing him to tap into some rather sinister spells that nobody wants to be on the receiving end of. He's also in possession of the Full Counter ability, which allows him to reflect any magical attack back on itself, with double the force. Inspiring his wrath does not come recommended. Number 1. One Punch Man.
連続普通のパンチ
We all know Saitama, the man trying to make a name for himself in the world of superheroics and regain his luster for life, as he's become so powerful that he can defeat any opponent with a single punch. Even as a never-ending parade of villains are introduced and built up to be unimaginably strong, the Caped Baldy lives up to his namesake and disperses them with just one fist bump. Balancing hilarity and inspiration, Saitama's OP antics prove that being a great hero has more to do with conviction than strength. Even those he's got both in abundance.
だったらこっちも切り札を使うぜ必殺マジシリーズマジ殴り
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.